What's up guys, welcome back to another amazing video, and it's been so long since I've made a vid, but today I'm going to be like Socks for One, and I'm going to just parkour while telling stories, because I don't know, this blows up on YouTube shorts. But, okay. Alright, so for today's topic, I'm going to do pain. Yep. And by the way, not mental pain, I'm talking about physical pain, something every kid has went through multiple times. So, let's see if you can relate to any of these stories, and let's begin. Alright, so one day, I was like around 7, I think, and I was just chilling. I was being a silly Billy, and I decided, let's play game hide and seek. And I hit my head on the corner. Actually, wait, no, I was 5 when this happened. Oh my gosh, I hit my head on a corner, and just a teensy bit of blood spills. Just a teeny blood spill. Fast forward a whole year, I decided to play hide and seek again. Hide and seek was my favorite game, so we're playing hide and seek, and nostalgic memories of me hiding comes there. But I forgot how I hit my head. I literally forgot about that. So I decide I hide there, so it just looked like such a good spot. And I'm not sure why I hid there when I literally had secret rooms in my house that I could have hidden, but I just hid in there because I don't know, I just like that place. But so I'm chilling, and I hit my head again, and once again, surprise, surprise, blood comes out. Now, but this ain't over. The final time when I was 7, this was the last time I ever hid in that spot. But why did I just stop hiding in that spot? You may ask, is because one day I hit my head and I thought, and I'm like, wait a minute, this hurts more than I remembered. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, but I don't care. So I put my hand on my head because obviously once it hurts, when your head hurts, you'll rub your hand on it. I'm not sure. That's just part of the human instinct. I don't know why you do that, but you kind of just do. It's kind of common sense, you know? So I rub my hand on my head. I put my hand back. And I look at it. And I'm just flabbergasted. I just stare. So I just stare at my hand. And I look back and I think of my life choices. All the things I did led me up to this. And I was gushing up blood. Okay, well, not really, but I was bleeding a lot. And surprise, surprise, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't actually that bad. I was just bleeding a lot, so my uncle, who at the time was about 12. Yep. Oh wait, no, he was 14. He was 13 actually, but at the time my uncle was 13. And yeah, so he's not knowing what to do. So my grandma comes and she's like, "Hold up, let me cook," and fixes on my head in like an instant. But yeah, but that pain didn't last too long. It only lasted about 6 days, almost a week. I just for good measure, we'll just say a week instead of the actual 6 days that it lasted. Because I mean, come on, 6 days is practically a week. But yeah, but you think that's my only pain story? Ho ho ho! No. Let me tell another one. Alright, let's see. Let me look at my dictionary of pain. Okay, I got one. So one time there was this hill that I used to always speed down with my uncle on my scooter. And one day, I decide, you know, it's not about the speed on the scoot boy. It's about the speed on the foot. So I race my uncle on foot. I run what felt like 13 miles, aka probably maybe a quarter of a mile at best, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. because I run as fast as I can. You can't catch me. I'm the dang gingerbread man. But on my way, while I'm speeding down up. Now you think I'm gonna speed down the hill and fall? I'm speeding up the hill and I fall. I scraped my knee, or I thought I just scraped my knee. But I thought that I'd be fine, right? But it just really hurt. I tried walking on it and I fell. And I couldn't walk on it. I couldn't walk on it. So I looked down, and what do I see? The dang entire knee covered in blood. And about 3 years later, if you actually look at the knee, you can see the mark from where I got hurt. But because of this, 2 pain incidents happened from this one incident. But my knee. But one day, but it really hurt, and that took about 6 days before I could actually. No, it took approximately 2 days before I could actually walk, before I could walk again without it hurting, and it took approximately 6 days for the pain feeling to go away. But how long did it take for the scab to go away? A year. But the way that the scab went away was painful. Now, one day I'm just sleeping in bed, and back then we were in Mexico, and the room that we were staying in had a pretty good amount of rooms for our family, but there was a problem. But there was a problem. There was a room for everyone but me. So I shared a room with my mom, so we slept in the same bed. And one day, my scab just was like, you know what? I'm tired of living on this kid's knee. And just pops up. I don't know, just straight up starts sticking up. And that's Saber Pain's done. Now, sorry to say this, but this is going to be the final story. Yep, the final story. So sad. Ooh, finally I got past that ice part. But so, okay, one day this is going to hurt so bad. One day I'm just chilling like a villain's schnool. And what happens? I fall. Oh! I've fallen, and I can't get up. Yeah, that meme is exactly how it felt. But I didn't expect much of it. Dang, I died. But, okay, actually, not thinking of it, I kind of forgot what happened in that incident, so that's it for today. Blibbly bop blibblip. And also, I'm gonna make a VR video.